Hey everybody, how's it going? Rosgrease Gaming back, and I got another one for you guys today, and it's something that we haven't done in a long time. I probably do every year. Usually go to show you guys a tour of the studio we got back here. I haven't shown you guys a new one in a long time. Things have changed from we having first a 42-inch TV in one of the setups. Back in the day, we went from a 60. What was it? Back in the day, we had a 6500K Intel i5 processor, and we were running on a GTX 970 back in the day with 16 gigs of memory, and we completely changed from that setup a long time ago. So I thought I'd show you guys a new tour of the studio what we have now and show you guys what really has changed in the past year or so, and probably you guys are going to be surprised at some of the stuff here. Also, we're going to be showcasing a new screen here that I actually think you guys might like. Something that if you guys are looking for something interesting in your setup that's gaming wise, and maybe something else in between, you know what I mean? This might be a monitor for you guys. So I want you guys sit back, have a cup of coffee, whatever you guys want to do. Heck, have a drink or two while you're at it, because you know, me right now, I love to have one with you, but I gotta work. So you guys feel free. Let's come over here. You guys can check out the new Raz Studio here and what we got here. Come on. Join in the fun!
Yeah, so what you guys are seeing now is the original setup that I had before we do this little change, and I'll show you guys what the studio looked like. So, all the equipment here and everything else in between here, so I wanted to show you guys what this real setup looked like. So first off, we have the computer here. It has been upgraded ginormously. We now have a AMD 1700X. Bear with it, I have not been able to overclock it because MSI board is a load of crap and it keeps crashing on me non-stop. We're running two 140s in the front, 140 in the back, and it's run by the Fantex RGB hues. We have a Asus GTX 1070, 16 gigs of Corsair RAM, and 860 watt power supply, and it's all in a solid build. For monitors, we originally were running two Asus VG monitors. They were TN panels that run 144 Hz, and that right one on the right there, it's only a 60 Hz monitor, but they were all 24-inch. They were all 24-inch screens, so they worked really well, and they just did gaming quite well. I was able to play battles, do action scenes, and record very well. And the studio did quite well for its size, especially with the two lights there, ready to go for streaming, and the cabinet worked great well, as you saw before with the build video of me having the new desk and everything else. We also had the ST100, RGB Corsair for that, for the headphone stand, the Corsair 870s, and then on the left we have another desk there just, for other stuff, like all my other, speakers, other headphones, a laptop I use for writing, papers and stuff like that for the YouTube stuff. And then, of course, it had this nice cabinet, and you open it up, and there's the consoles. Put it away, that way no one has to deal with them. Out of sight, out of mind. Yes, I know people like the view on, and definitely for the thermals, it's not a good idea. But I keep it open when I'm doing it, that way the thermals don't become 100% an issue. So keyboard wise, we're running right now a K55. It's not the best keyboard for gaming, but it does the trick, especially with the memory keys. I don't have that loud clicking sound. Yes, you can get a brown or silent switches, but I still get clicking because I have a tendency of smashing the keys a little too much. So it really is an issue for me. We're also running a Corsair M65 sniper mouse, so yeah, it's quite the hell of a mouse. And of course, that's not including the new Elgato green screen. This thing is insane. I love this little thing. I can't believe it's the best buy I've ever had, little thing. It is a little pricier for people, but if you're streaming and you're really into it, and you're really serious into the streaming and needing a green screen for other content, this is the thing to go. Just pull it up, set it up, ready to go. The only thing I have a complaint is just I wish it was like another inch wider, so because of having a little bit of a webcam issue, but bear with it. If for the price, performance, it's not that bad. And you can just store it away and put it away. Meanwhile, in my room also, I have another cool little feature. I just added a 32-inch TCL TV. I love this thing. Use it for watching content when I'm done with the day, and I could just relax, go to bed, watch some good shows.
Of course, that's originally what this setup looked like before, but with the power of animation, we can do some really cool stuff. So let's show you guys what that was before, and now let's kick it to after, shall we?
And this is now the new setup that we did. Now bear with it, not much has changed in this setup here, except, well, this. The new LG that I've gotten, the LG 34UM69GB. A 34-inch, 21.9 aspect ratio ultra-wide with an IPS monitor, 1 millisecond motion blur reduction, and AMD's FreeSync technology built in. So bear with it, I still kept the 144Hz refresh rate monitor, and that does do the gaming. But now, with the power of just having an ultra-wide, I could split the screen on my ultra-wide on the left side, talk to my friends in Discord, play some games, and stream at the same time on the left panel, and I don't have to run 3 screens anymore. I could split the work on the one monitor and use that for streaming content and work on that as the side screen. And just get right into it. Like I said, you can see me just playing War Thunder, having a blast with this thing. And for right now on sale for now $339. It can be $400 for this monitor. It does great. You know, you can do video editing, and you have that 21.9 aspect ratio. And yes, it does have 2560 pixels by 1080, and that does seem a little bad. But this is basically almost two 1080 monitors in one screen. No bezels, and it's one screen that does this at 75 Hz. And watching video, as you can see, it just looks beautiful. It does solid color. So you feel like you're actually in the movie theaters at home. I would love just sitting here watching popcorn and doing awesome content. And hell, if you wanted to, this technically can be a gaming monitor too, with 1 millisecond refresh rate, and on top of that 75 Hz refresh. It's not too bad for gaming, so you don't feel like it's stuttering, doesn't feel like it's loaded to crap. Now bear with it, there is a few complaints we could say, including its, well, color correction, which we'll talk about, but overall it's a solid monitor, and the studio has never been looking any better than it has been. Yep, that's the complete setup here for late 2018, guys. Folks, that's pretty much it. So, yeah. As you can see, a lot has changed, and for me, it's a lot better. I have a lot less clutter on my desk and stuff like that actually allows me to work a lot very quickly in this studio, and I've now gotten to the point where now I feel that I'm quite comfortable. I don't feel like I'm actually feeling tight quarters. The only thing I feel like I'm complaining about is my desk size, and the problem with that, the only reason why I'm complaining is because I have a curved wall up here where I work in the studio here, so it does become quite an issue for me for putting everything in a very tight squeeze, and I can't push things against further across the wall because then I'm pushing everything forward to me instead of pushing it back. So it's like a catch-22, but you know what? For what I have and what I have set up here in the studio, it is still fantastic. And it works well for the audio because of the bounced off angled walls. It actually doesn't give me too much of a reverbing echo compared to other major studio setups. So yeah, and for what I have, I probably would only ask to upgrade to 32 gigs because of streaming and content creation that actually starts taxing at 16 gigs. But for what I have, it's still fantastic and it works pretty quickly. And as always, another thing is on top of that too, for the LG monitor we have here, I think it's a fantastic price per dollar monitor you can get out there. For just a shy over $300, you got a 34-inch ultra-wide that has decent enough frame rate for gaming, doesn't have too much of the black to black transitions to make it look like it's lagging, and you still have a great picture. Now the only two problems with it, and this is not involving gaming, is its color accuracy isn't fantastic. It's not 100%. It's, let's say if you were going for, in bowling terms, if you're going for the perfect 300, you basically miss 2-3 strikes along the way. Or if you were going for golf and the par was 3, you got a 4. It's close, but not perfect. So it's not the best on the market, but for the price, it's insane, because to get something that actually has all those bells and whistles filled in, you have to pay an additional $200 more in certain cases. So that really isn't even worth your price, because now you're actually asking for something professional. And if you really need that professional, then you get it. You don't need that. So for me, it works perfect for what I have for my setup, and it allows me a lot more real estate to actually work on important things. And I have less taxing on my graphics card, having 2 monitors instead of 3. So as always guys, if you love this video, hit that like button. If you dislike it, of course you know what to do. I'll have down in the description down below some of the parts and some of the things to buy, including that monitor. If you're actually interested in getting that LG monitor, it's still on Amazon of course, and it's still manufacturing that, luckily. So always, take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.